talking about?
Off-panel-off-topic with Jake and Tyler. Okay. Did you finally watch it?
Yeah, we did a review.
What are we talking about now?
Well, I just want to talk about the budget because that came out, and I thought that was interesting. For one, it did really well.
Yeah.
Because, it was Marvel, I think, getting back to that adult Netflix roots. And it makes me wonder what the fuck they were doing with that Born Again show, because they showed a set photo of Deborah Ann Wool, who is
Karen Page.
Karen Page, yeah, and Foggy, with Charlie Cox, and it's like they weren't in that originally, and I was like, what would that show have been? Because those three are so crucial to that story, you know what I mean? And I think we're finally seeing that with Echo. We're seeing that with Daredevil, and we're seeing something that I think is important: the budget, $40 million to make that show. $40 million. That's all it took.
Huh. It's pretty good.
And there's not a lot of visual effects in that show.
No.
Just at the end, that's really about it. There's a couple of visual effect shots here and there, but for the most part, it's a pretty straightforward.
They pretty much blew the budget on that opening.
Yeah, and the flashback sequences.
Yeah.
Because all the action is choreographed. It's
and
not
it was good.
Fighting CG monsters and CGI powers.
It was just fighting.
It's just fighting. And it was made with $40 million. This is a comparison because this is one of the few times.
WandaVision was $170 billion.
This is one
adjusted
of the few
for
times
today's
where
inflation.
I've seen a recent Marvel story about a budget that was a good thing.
Yeah.
So $40 million to make Echo. In comparison, Hawkeye was $150 million.
Jesus.
She-Hulk, we already talked about this.
Yeah,
$225 million. These are just Disney Plus shows, by the way.
Well, She-Hulk,
which are big movie budgets.
We're
throwing at TV shows.
But here's the issue with She-Hulk to me is that She-Hulk doesn't work, I don't think, as a movie as well as a TV show.
Yeah.
I think the serialized format of a TV show allows more of that break the fourth wall type of wink at the audience type shit.
Yeah.
I think it allows for that more than a movie would. The problem is that you have to spend that much money to make a She-Hulk show unless you want to just say fuck it and animate it.
Yeah.
Until she's in the movies. Maybe. Hey, Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Feige.
Miss
We're
Marvel?
open. We're ready to get hired. What?
Miss Marvel, $150 million. WandaVision, $225 million.
Jesus, WandaVision. Loki. Shit.
That was also 9 episodes. So
Loki season 2. Loki season 2.
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
$147.9 million. Secret Invasion, which was their biggest waste of money, $212 million.
$112 million of that went to the AI fucker who fucking made the AI fucking opening.
Loki season 1 and season 2, $150 to $141 million.
I don't believe that for a second.
And The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was $150 million.
Okay.
And I think the lesson could be learned here. And this could be why Hollywood is hurting as a whole. People want to blame the actors wanting more pay and all this other shit.
It has nothing to do with the late stage capitalism, does it? No.
No, because
it's got to be something else.
It has to be the fact that when you balloon your movies to be, and now your TV shows too, when you balloon these projects to be $250 million behemoths, you have to have gigantic opening weekends or hope that your movie has some sort of staying power where it hasn't been spoiled and there hasn't been a million different podcasts talking about it, because you got to get it like in the first week.
Pretty much.
And that's nothing against what we do and what other shows do. I'm just saying.
It's the nature of the beast
That's
now.
the nature of the beast.
If you don't have, honestly, whatever you get in that first week, Hollywood, is what you're probably going to get. Mostly.
And
it's rare when something like takes off, like
fucking
say
Top Gun Maverick would it made all that money because it was in the theater for like almost 2-3 months.
Right, but that's rare.
Exactly, that's an outlier. You have to get a pretty. You don't have to have depending on your budget, right? But if you are a medium-sized movie, you just need 2 good weekends. You could probably make your money back.
Right.
But these, you have to get hundreds of millions of dollars in your first 2 weekends.
Maverick also worked by a lot in the first couple weeks by word of mouth.
And it was a 3-day weekend for that too.
by word of mouth because
This is
other people were
Memorial Day.
telling people like you got to
Yeah.
go see this, and that's something that doesn't happen every day either. Like where somebody sees a movie and is like, everybody I know has to hear about this.
But,
It was
you know,
so good.
there's still movies that pop off on
Sure.
Twitter and catch my eye. Like I didn't know about Godzilla -1 until that Twitter. So I saw that like people posting about it, seeing it when it was like starting
Right.
to pop up screenings. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I kind of want to see this. So yeah, that does still exist, but you're right. It only exists to a certain extent. Like you have to, because of the nature of the beast, because of how this all works now. Yeah, you have to. We've talked about it before. You're fighting for my time.
Yeah.
You're fighting for my attention. So you
Yes.
have to dominate the conversation for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think, the Super Bowl is a 2-week thing?
Yeah.
Because they have to have a week's worth of build up to get people interested and excited about it because they got to get as many people to watch it. And it's just that it's how movies.
Where are we headed? I mean,
it's how it all works, and
sucks because I still love movies.
I do too. And I love some aspects of going to the theater. I still love seeing it on a big screen.
I love the whole. I mean, it's gotten
And yeah.
like way cooler than it was when I was a kid. I mean, now they got
just-
like stadium seating and those lounger things and popcorn and shit.
I want to say positively, I hope that Echo is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I think that is them, because we talked about how they had that big reset.
Yeah.
And they had that big reset on Daredevil. They had all this stuff. We're changing direction. We're going to start, treating them as TV shows and not whatever the fuck they were, which you want to hear an interesting, like one of these days, if I have time, I want to make a super cut of my optimism and how fast it drained from the MCU Disney Plus projects because it had so much potential and it just, it's.
Well, I remember, God, I'd have to go back and listen. Yeah.
But
because I'm sure, like, even like WandaVision, we were like, oh man, episode 1.
I really
bro.
liked WandaVision pretty consistently, but there's still some choices, and the ending was kind of like, okay.
Generally, yeah, it was like, holy crap, this is great every week.
Yeah.
Every week it was like,
Moon
what
Knight,
is
we turned
happening?
on that show real fast.
Well, because it.
I didn't even bother with Secret Invasion.
Hey, let's bring back let's bring back the coolest
Yeah.
aspect of his personality to kill the greatest, one of the better villains that the Marvel
And
MC has ever
don't
had.
show anything when he beats up people. The gimmick was cute once. Anyway, yeah.
Next week.
I hope it's a trend. I hope Daredevil is on a modest budget and it does really well, and we see more of that. That's whatever
His
it is.
costume in the Echo show was I'm sorry. That Flash costume that we were watching that last weekend,
Yeah.
fucking weird. What was up with that? A lot of nylon. All right, next topic. On off-panel off-topic.
Are you done?
No.
You know what, man?
No, I'm not done. What?
You sound like
Real fucked up, kind of bizarre combination of monkey shit.
I don't fucking appreciate that at all. Okay,
So you brought this to my attention.
I did because yeah.
This is the next topic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.